Oh, that's it. See the potential. I just gotta see it through. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, new and returning subscribers. Today is going to be the Taurus show. If you've never seen the Taurus show before, we're gonna take a look and see what you can expect next in all areas of life: self-development, love, career, finances, even your person. Okay, hold on a second. Time and a place, some time away. Wherever, where. Give me 1 second. La, 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 la. All right, y'all. Happy Friday. Y'all know what today is, right? Fridays usually be that's the Venusian day. So, happy Friday, y'all. What's up, Natalie's? Hey, girl. Hey, Sasha. So, I'm going to start a poll. Hold on. I'm going to start a poll. Let's do love, career, money. I think the other one it was your person. Okay. All right. Can y'all see the poll? Yeah. So let's start the poll and then we'll move it somewhere. I hope we go there. We go. All right, there we go. Yes, all is well. All is well. I hope all is well with y'all too. We're gonna do the current energy first, and then after we do the current energy, then I'm gonna work the poll based off work the poll. Why it sound like I'm a stripper? I'm gonna work the poll based off the order. Okay, so I'm gonna still do all of them, but I'm gonna base it off of the order. Okay. You can't hear. Why you can't hear? Is that for everybody? Can anybody else hear me? Okay, cool. So try to come out of the live and come back in if you can't hear me. All right, Taurus. Taurus energy. Ooh. Does anybody remember when I used to do the them versus you? I may do them versus you just to see. You remember? We really should do that one. It's been a minute. I feel like it would really help. Okay. So we're going to do, this is Taurus current energy, okay? We all could be vibrating. So Spirit, thank you for allowing me to channel messages for our highest and greatest good. Please allow me to connect with the Taurus energy that this message is for. Ooh, y'all got empowerment. Okay, so it says you were not meant to cower in the shadows of others. The time has come to step into your own power, to own your choices and to actualize the potential that you know is within you. This is a very powerful card. I haven't seen this card come out ever in any of the pre-recorded. Okay. Fear of change. So it feels like you're standing in the foyer between who you used to be and who you're about to be. And because you're in this foyer between the old version of you and the new version of you, it's kind of like you're just in no man's land. But this is a very important space to be in, because this is also, I wouldn't call it a waiting room because I don't feel like you're waiting. This is the point on your journey where the past is going to call out to you. Your old self is going to call out to you. You're going to miss that version of yourself that could connect with the people around you, that could resonate with other people. You're going to feel very alone, and you're going to feel like you're so different now. You've been exposed to so much. Your perspective has really broadened, and you're gonna want to feel like you want to go home, but you're not meant to run from it. You're kind of just meant to allow yourself to feel it. So this is the part of the self-work and healing process where all those emotions come up, and you kind of just ground yourself with your solar plexus and your heart chakra, and you just accept whatever comes, because this is the part where people get revealed to you. This is the part of your journey where the harsh reality comes to your awareness. But that doesn't mean that you're not meant to be soft with yourself. You're meant to be gentle with yourself and just experience the discomfort, but don't run from it. So I feel like you're learning not to run back to the old version of you or run away from the new version of you. Okay, good for y'all. Good for y'all. Let's get your current energy. Spirit, what's more for Taurus energy? I saw glow up. Okay, feels like y'all are hyper attuning to the green flags after living a life always attracting the red flags. So y'all leaving behind bad girls and bad boys. Okay. You're trading in your old shoes for new shoes. So we got payback, consequences, returning karma cycle. Y'all are so mature. You're not even like, you're so mature. This energy is so mature that you don't even care to send shit back to the sender. Like, you're so mature to the point where it's like nothing really is triggering you anymore. Something about the things that used to trigger you ain't triggering you anymore. You got patience out of this world. You're like, I'm going to let God handle that. I'm going to let a higher power handle that. You know, I don't need to be there front row and center when the karma hits or whatever. I don't even need to send it back. I don't need to hex nobody. I don't need to vex nobody. It just is what it is. Thank you for the gift. So good for y'all. I like this energy. You're like, it'll all be handled. Okay. Some people may call it fake. Some people may call it phony. But a lot of times the people that have that opinion of you is because they're the ones trying to provoke you anyway, right? Because they're so invested in your reaction. What's the current energy for Taurus? Y'all are passing all the tests with flying colors. Are you taking a step down? I'm picking up this energy of like taking a step down. There's like some type of mantle. You don't really care to fight for it. Okay. It's like if that person's meant to get that job, let them get that job. If that person's meant to be, have that position, let them have that position. You're in this phase right now where you're not competing for charts. You're not competing for awards. You're not competing for anything. If you have to fight for the person, you don't want them. If you have to fight for the job, it ain't for you. That's the energy that you're in. You're just really okay with things happening in divine timing. You know how like for the past 3 years, Taurus energy, I have said, okay, y'all have been here. A lot of y'all have been here. But for the past 3 years, it has been a constant theme of divine timing, Taurus, divine timing. Trust that everything's going to happen in divine timing. Don't rush it. Let it go. Let go of control issues, Taurus. So much to the point where it was so repetitive. I couldn't even listen to that shit no more. It's like constantly not having good news to bear yet. But wanting to give good news, but you got nothing to give, right? So this is it. This is it. Like you have surrendered all control. This is the feeling and the energy where there's no blockages. I feel not one blockage. Y'all's colon is clear, okay? Your colonoscopy, you've passed. You have no polyps. You have no cancerous itches in your ass, okay? You shitted on it. You're clear. I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. I had to. Okay. Y'all got rid of a lot of shit. Literally. Literally. This is the clearest energy. You have surrendered. And it's very empowering. Ace of Cups, y'all. Is it really happening? I think it's happening, y'all. This is the energy. Whatever you're doing, keep doing that shit. Do not stop. Cause you got a good handle on work life. You got a good handle on people that be keeping up with your life, like Zach and Cody. You have a good handle on. I'm about to check about your love life. We about to check and see, because this is just too sweet. Okay, let's put you first. Hold on, I'm going to try this deck first. Just want to see what you get. You know what I'm saying? You never know what you're going to get. Happy Friday, y'all. Don't start that shit. Okay. Current energy for Taurus. All right. Trust yourself. What am I telling you? Like, I am not even joking right now. Like, every card that comes out is affirming your power position. You're in your God state. Your goddess state. You're not forcing anything. You're not in strife. You're not pushing and pulling. You're not trying to manifest shit. You're just an observer. Okay? In the cosmos, everything is right energetically. Look, not afraid of hardships. That's what this says. It says you are not afraid of hardships. You are not afraid to be told no. You are not afraid to someone slap you. You literally like, next. Like, you have someone throw shade your way. Next. Same shit, different day. I wouldn't, and the best part about this energy is that you're not numb. Y'all did this shit sober, fully coherent and aware of your surroundings, very aware of the bullshit you saw the mask, they all fell off. So you see everything in its true form. Not trying to change people, not trying to correct people. None of that shit. You confronted challenges with courage. You realized that every challenge was stepping stones to growth and wisdom, that it was all happening for you. I know y'all fucking lying. Listen. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Trust yourself. Let your intuition be the compass that leads you through murky waters. See, Spirit was always showing you the plan. The plan never changed. You just had to accept whatever was being shown to you. Your resistance was making it was dragging it out. That's what made it divine timing. When you stop resisting and you learn how to accept things for what they are, and you stop trying to fix them or change them, then you can receive. So now you're in receiver energy. Okay. All right, let's see. All right. Current energy for Taurus in love. Oh, well, I don't know what every Taurus wants, but the general consensus on this channel that will watch this live or be drawn to it, you have determined that y'all don't want to get back together with anybody. The honeymoon round 2. The honeymoon round 2 has begun, but the real tea is in how long it will last. Yeah, y'all done already determined not doing that again. Not doing that again. Not repeating the past pattern. And for some of you guys, it's the same familiar energy even in new people. For some of you guys, it could be a new person, and maybe you felt like you had to change who you were to fit into their world or their society. So when it says back together, I'm not talking about just some past person. You're not compromising yourself for relationships. You're not compromising yourself for people. If y'all don't fit, y'all don't fit. Clarify this for me, Spirit, because you have curated image in reverse. So you know how I told you y'all are in the foyer between the new version of yourself and the past version of yourself. So while you're in this space, you know how they say, okay, in order to go into that new reality that you want or that you aspire to have, you have to dress a certain way, look a certain way, behave a certain way, speak a certain way. You have to start to exist and play around with the aesthetics or the lifestyle to attract what it is that you want. You've determined that if you have to do all of that to step into that reality, that you don't want it. It feels like you did that already, right? At some point in your past, the past version of yourself once did that. Let's say you were a certain type of way. That may be how you met your first past person. You curated a version of yourself that fit into their world. You adopted, and you did whatever was necessary to make that work. And so the moral of the story is you're no longer doing things to make things work. How they meet you is how they get you, whether they like it or not. How's that? How you meet me is how you get me. So seems like y'all been meeting a lot of people that feels like you're a great catch, but if you could just change this about yourself, or if you were just like that, they would have chose you. And you're like, well, goodbye, sayonara. Do not care. Oh my god. Is that hello? Hello, hello to you too. Oh wow, and Sadi, welcome, welcome. Hey y'all, hey. Okay, clarify this and what? Happiness. Y'all see how all these cards are saying the same thing? Some of y'all are single parents. You're happily single. You don't need to have a purpose. Some of y'all, you're like, I don't care to have a purpose. I don't need to be the most important person in the room. I am the main character. I did this. I pat myself on the back. I did shit some people run from. Okay, talking to friends. So I feel like y'all are at a space in your life where just having a simple chat or a simple conversation with a friend, that's just as important. You don't have to be the most important person to everyone in the world and be this chosen person. And I feel like the right person is gonna come along. Okay. Yeah, because you got union here. You have union here. Some way, somehow, you're gonna meet someone with talking to friends. This could be some type of outdoor activity, fair, playing in the park, doing some type of activities with friends. You're gonna do something that makes you happy. I like this for you. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and see what's next. And it looks like love won. So we're gonna see what's next in love. What is next in love for Taurus? What's next in love for Taurus? I'm hearing crickets. I don't hear shit yet, but maybe I might see something. Definitely don't listen for it, because listening, you ain't gonna hear it. You gotta have to use your senses, because it seems like quiet. In a quiet place. Library is a quiet place. The movie theaters is a quiet place. Seminars are quiet places where you're just listening. Okay. Thank you for the gift, Viola. Have a wonderful weekend. I know, girl. It's growing. Chia is growing fast. I was bald head 2 years ago. I don't even know where it came from. Pineapple, I guess. All right. So what's coming in love is a major life decision. See, we got to spin the block. Okay, what's next in love is a block well spent. Okay, there's a lot of pressure and there's a lot of built up tension in the body, and the body wants to be released. Okay. Let's get the rest of your cards. Sheesh. Okay, so what's coming next in love is somebody wants you to. I'm seeing this shit. Somebody wants you to. They want you to telepathically feel and sense the pressure that they have for you, that's built up for you. You may end up being in some form of communication with somebody. You got the Emperor in reverse. Has anyone ever seen 365 Days? Where all my freaks at? Anybody ever seen that movie? Well, I don't want to spoil it. You seen it? Okay. So do y'all remember? I think it was season. No, I think it was part three. On part three, I think it was part three when he comes to her. He comes to her and he's over here like, "Hey, I want to fix this," and there were some things that he couldn't get past emotionally in regards to how their last ending transpired, right? And so he emotionally detached and things like that happen. So he pretty much says to her he wants to work on things. And she pretty much said, like you went too far. So there's something about somebody went too far, because I'm seeing that scene in the movie where she tells him that he went too far, that his pride, his arrogance, his attitude, that he damn near pushed her away. No matter how much she wanted to fix the situation, he couldn't let the past go. He couldn't get over it. It haunted him, and therefore it made him behave in a way like he didn't want it. And so essentially that's what I'm seeing here. And with the Page of Wands, this always makes me feel like the experience you get when your hairs stick up on your body. And the only time, your hair stick up on your body is either when you are having an encounter. So sometimes, yeah, it's cold, but that's goosebumps. But I mean, like when your senses are heightened around this person. So you're going to be around someone that your senses are really heightened to. And um you instinctually, this is instincts, you instinctually respond to this person. Now, you know how we were talking about earlier, how you have so much emotional control over yourself that nothing really provokes you? This gonna be the ultimate test, because the way that I felt like your body responds to this person, you may act out, you may behave in a way, whatever way you behave or whatever way you act out, it feels like when you're around this person, you instinctually respond to their energy. It's like an automated body response without you trying. And it could be easier for you to stay away from this person. So this may be like your ultimate test. Now, this isn't a test to tell you what direction to go in. This is a test of your resolve. If you say you over something or you say you're done with something, you should be able to be in the same room with somebody. You should be able to stand, be around each other and not feel provoked. And provoking doesn't have to be a bad thing, because it does. The wands represents desire. Um, I do see you passing this test. So on a positive note, I see you passing this test. And keeping your wits about yourself. You're very clever. With the Page of Wands, this is also saying that part of you welcome this test. I think you're bored. I think that you're bored. I think you're bored of a lot of things. This will definitely be someone that you desire. Like no matter what things happen, no matter no matter how much you don't like thinking about the bad memories also are a part of you some way somehow. It's like it's ingrained inside of you. Where is kind of a representation of who you are today. And so to hate those memories would be to hate a part of yourself. And so I see you kind of accepting those parts of yourself. One of the greatest feelings is admitting what you are to yourself and being proud of it, like being proud of the things that people consider negative. We all have them, positive and negative. So I just see you being very proud and being able to say, these, if you have stretch marks, right? I'm using an example. If you have stretch marks, as much as some people are bothered by them, where they hate that they have them, there's a constant reminder. But some people stand in the mirror and they look at their stretch marks and they feel a sense of pride. I earned this. I got this mark from this scratch, and it's kind of like it brings you joy. So this is something that will bring you joy. You're gonna know that you have successfully passed the test, because when you talk about the bad things, or you reminisce on the bad memories, it brings you joy to discuss it. It brings you joy to relive it in some capacity, and that's how you know. So kudos to you. All right, what's next in career? Hello, how did you get out? Mookie, we've talked about this. She likes to jump out. Fuck it, girl. She like to be doing her own thing. Okay. All right. For Taurus career, what's next for Taurus in their career? Mookie, Monique says she loves you, girlfriend. She really does. She really does do what she want to do. Okay. What's coming in next in career? Finally, you figure something out. Finally, you figure out, you narrow something down. You can expect yourself to narrow something down and to know, like, this is the project I'm going to start with. You're going to stop being indecisive. Woo! Yes, you're going to finally stop being indecisive. I also feel you no longer feeling like you have to fantasize about the goals that you're going to see into fruition. You're going to be very sure of yourself. So it's more like a feeling. Like I got a feeling that I know I'm going to get this job. I got a feeling that I know. So what you guys are getting is a feeling, which is going to solidify your confidence in something, your confidence in what you're going to do next. Feels like you had a lot of options, too many to decide from, but this one, you're going to really like it. I think the hardest part you're going to struggle with is not telling anybody. You struggle with not talking about the things that you are happy about, or the good things that are happening in your life. You pillow talk, man. Or if, okay, maybe you don't pillow talk, but it's saying that when you feel confident about something, you like to just put it out there into the universe, which is good. But remember, even though you may not be sending shit back to other people are ear hustling. Other people are watching you really hard because they want to know, like, you're being studied, you're being evaluated. They want to know, like, what you up to next. They feel like you got the secret sauce in some type of way. Okay. I see someone coming in to ask you. Someone's coming in to poke the bear at work. So whatever you do for work, there is no pentacles out here except the Knight of Pentacles, which tells me that um someone is working really hard to throw you off your routine or off your schedule. And this is why feelings are so important. Because when you feel confident and you feel like there's no confusion and you can finally see clear, there's nothing stopping you. You're like, you know, a bull with a target. You're going to execute with perfection. Now, the moment all these spells or all these confusion gets cleared up, that person, that first person that probably sent the energy your way to begin with, because you know how you have payback in reverse in your energy, that's saying that you're not throwing the shit back at people that's throwing stuff at you. So what's going to happen is, because those things, those casted energies are not working to get you to remove yourself. You know how people like to say, oh, just pray to God to remove the devils out of your life so you can prosper. Well, it looks like the person that was praying for the devil to be removed ends up being the devil. Yeah. And because you haven't been removed, stopped, or hindered, they can't accept defeat. It's like someone not wanting to accept the reality that they're the motherfucking devil, that they are the problem. So they wanted you to be late to work. They wanted you to fail on your performance metrics. They wanted you to be delayed in those areas. They wanted you to have trouble with car issues. They wanted you not to be able to show up to work and give your absolute best so you wouldn't excel at work. Come to find out, they were the ones stirring the pot. They were the ones being messy. They were the ones creating a workspace environment that you wouldn't want to come to. And so what's about to happen next is the person that's been throwing the shade your way to begin with is going to become the loudest in the room. And so the loudest person in the room is going to have to personally come and be shady towards you, you know, make a face-to-face jab. So your enemy, your real enemies, are going to have to come to your face and they're going to have to attempt to stab you on sight. Say that shit to my face. So these motherfuckers is about to appear, but they ain't stopping shit. Because look, they're mad because they prayed themselves out of your life. How the fuck that happened? They mad because they prayed for God to intercede on their behalf and remove their obstacles, and they were convinced that you were the motherfucking obstacle. Come to find out, God said, I want you out. Get out. Go. Get your purse. Go over there. Leave. And this person like, oh, how dare you? Do you know who I am? I'm the Queen of Swords. I'm that bitch. I'm the HBIC. I'm the boss. I'm whatever. I don't give a damn what you are. You've been terminated. You've been fired. We don't need you here anymore. And then they all gonna swear. This person gonna be like, it was working on you. I was sure of it. It was working on you. They should have had a V8. Okay? They were better off playing in traffic than fucking with you. They was better off minding and meddling in someone else's affairs. Someone could work in human affairs. People. So, all right, let's tap into your person. Let's clear the energy right quick. These motherfuckers ain't stopping shit. Yeah. And so, you know, the Queen of Swords can represent one person, but I feel like it represents a flock, a waka flocka, a flock of them. These motherfuckers ain't stopping shit. Oh, mercy. Hold on a second, y'all. Gotta cleanse these damn devices. There we go. Okay, I got one more thing to do, y'all. Mm. Although we've come to the end of the road, still I can't let you go. It's unnatural. You belong to me. I belong to you. Okay, let's get into your person. Your true love. All right. What is your person's current energy, your true love, future spouse, whatever you call it? What's the current energy? All right, so you got the King of Wands, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Bottom of the deck, you have grieving. So you have someone that is grieving. Your person right now is kind of like grieving over the loss. But I do feel like this person is omitting or exuding some type of energy. That's what I'm hearing. So if you're able to feel the presence of your person heightened during this time, I do feel like this person is, I want to say, astral projecting how they feel. They want you to pick up on how they feel or what they're feeling right now. There's something going on with work in this person. They're trying to please somebody at work. The Four of Cups. Thank you for the gifts, real one. They are trying to please somebody at work at this time. They do not want whoever this person is at work to this may be their superior. If they're not their superior, they may be their manager. So if this person is, maybe they have like a brand manager, or if they work in a 9 to 5 sector, they have some type of superior that is trying to get rid of them with death here. Um, Trying to get rid of them without having to pay them any type of compensation for the way in which they were fired or let go of. I'm also picking up on this energy of like people that are, whoever is in control of this person's contract. Okay. There's some type of contract that this person is in control of, and they kind of want to turn this person loose or cut them off, but it would look bad on the company if they cut them off in this way, because it will look like they're trying to protect someone with the Four of Cups. They're trying to protect someone from being able to, some way, somehow, your person could give this label, this company, this industry a bad rap based off of how they did something. And so whatever has been disclosed to them is like a it's two double-edged sword, because on one end they have to protect the reputation and the integrity of your person, but at the same time they are aware. So if you've been wondering, like at work, your person is wondering if management knows, or of if they're aware of something that may have been happening personally with the Four of Cups. That's resentment, that's apathy, those are stories being told. This is also a reason to deny someone a higher level of payment, a reason to fire somebody. So your person is concerned that somebody may be like a whistleblower, or somebody may be trying to, that somebody may have exposed something after promising not to expose something. So someone promised not to expose the intimate details of a situation to management or to authorities in some capacity, and because it would affect their work or their image or their brand or whatever. So something is being investigated about something that happened. It's your word against someone else's word. It's your person's word against another person's word. It seems like there could have been like a cease and desist that was signed or something like that. But there's some type of investigator, or someone's privately investigating the situation more closely. And being that somebody here cannot physically admit to anything, they have to quietly, they have to protect this person. Whoever is like the whistleblower, or whoever is the person that is, they're pretty, whoever is brought management news, or brought someone's to the attention of someone's label or news or company. The reason why they exposed this person, the reason why they exposed your person, is because they felt rejected by your person. Someone here made a threat. These are giving me, it wasn't false threats though. This is like legit threats. But they may have told you like, no, I wanted to, but I didn't do it. They did it. And so being that they did it, there's no way for you to know. There's no way for your person to know that they did it. And so they have to kind of play the field a little bit, play both sides. Because on some way, whoever this person is that they were, this could have been an affair. It wasn't an affair. Something that was very inappropriate with the Four of Cups in a professional context. So if some shit like that happened, a lot of people are talking about it. But it definitely messed up someone's contract. And a part of the contract was this person, your person and another person was supposed to be like work bays or work something, like to protect their image or their reputation. They were supposed to be like this. And rejecting this person, pretty much like someone's life is on the line, or someone's livelihood was on the line, okay? Something like that. You know, you got to have your job so you can pay your bills, right? Someone likes to pimp or control people by way of threatening their livelihood, their stability. Okay, like I said, your person is showing up like a leader. So either your person is in some type of position of leadership. Um, they have this can also with attraction. That's why I keep mentioning public opinion or like the public eye, because the King of Wands can also be very ambitious in the public eye, and they can have like followings. They can have a career as like an entrepreneur. Okay, or they are like in a really high position at like a 9 to 5 job. You know what I'm saying? Very career driven. Your person is showing up very career driven. They work really hard. They condition. Um, they're very focused. They do not play about their money. All right. What is your person's true feelings towards you? Did y'all argue or something? Because I'm picking up on this person feels like you want to argue. I can't argue with you. You mad. Someone feels like you want to argue or they want to argue with you. Either they want to argue with you or they feel like you want to argue. Um, who wants to argue? Okay. Does Taurus want to argue or does their person want to argue? Yeah, this person feels like you want to argue. They feel like you want to argue. They feel like you want to argue or you want to move things fast. Like you want to move a lot faster. If you wanting like this person to speed up, like if you're coming, come. If you have plans on coming my way, come my way. If you have plans on if you love me, you need to profess that. You need to speed it up. Some of y'all is arguing. Others of you is speed it up. Like if you're saying I don't have time to wait. You need to figure out what you want. Um, Judgment call. Yeah, if you're gonna call me, call me. If you're gonna reach out to me, reach out to me. Whatever it is, it's like you know where to find me, and you need to do it quickly. With they already have somebody already giving them an ultimatum and threatening them. And so it's kind of like I got one person at work giving me an ultimatum, threatening me, and then I got you as a lover that I want to be with that's also giving me ultimatums and threatening me. What's the fucking difference? The both of y'all doing the same thing. That's kind of how this person is saying. Okay. Um, it's like this person is saying you want them to rush and put their guards down and trust you, but they have a lot going on. Um, it's like this is gonna sound fucked up, but in their mind they're saying like, what is it for me, right? I could profess my love to you today, but that doesn't mean that you're trying to stand 10 toes down with me. If I lose my job, are you there? If I lose the security that someone else is threatening, are you sticking around or are you bailing? Are you running again? You don't want to, you don't want that. This person is saying you're a runner. They can't defend. It's like you haven't shown with the 7 of Wands in reverse that you want to defend this or whatever this is. That when things get tough, because they will get tough, because clearly someone's at work trying to let this person have it. This person is pretty much saying that they feel like you're quick to bail when things get difficult. And so they can't really get behind that or stand behind that because it's an invested interest, right? All right, so they feel like there's something to do with your expectations and them not being willing to expect you to accept them at any other level except the top. This person feels like you equally respect someone, Taurus, that's like at the top. And though you may say, oh, it doesn't matter, you don't have to be at the top, we could do this thing together. If shit hit the fan, you would lose respect for this person. That's what they're saying. You would lose respect for them, and they're not sitting around waiting for you to little girl them or little boy them. They feel like you would lose respect regardless if they didn't have the stability or the consistency to offer you. So that's why they haven't even involved you, reached out to you, or talked to you in some type of way. I do feel like this may be a situation of no contact. Okay. Or maybe you guys only see each other in passing with the Knight of Wands. This may be like, you come in quickly, I see you come into the office, leave the office. Or they may see you dash in to get your mail and then you're gone. There's something about you're never lingering. For others of you, that's your situation. They feel like they only get to see you for a brief moment, and they don't want you to feel like, this could be someone else that doesn't want you to feel like they're stalking you. Yeah, they don't want you to feel like they're stalking you or catching you off guard. So they be waiting for a time when you kind of slow the fuck down, because you in a hustle mood, or you work or something like that. And it's like, damn, you always coming and going, but you ain't never sitting still. And so if this person is to read you down, because the King of Wands can do that. They make chess moves where they'll read down the energy, and they pay attention to your desires. The King of Wands is known to watch your moves and your desires. Wherever you go frequently, that lets them know that's what you like to do. They are good. They may not be water signs, right? They may not have the patience of the water signs, but they do. They know that energy goes where attention flows. So if you give something a lot of attention, fire energy is going to hyper attune to what you give your attention to. And it's going to tell them a lot that they need to know about you. And what they know is you're like the wind. You come and go. And anything that requires you to defend it, anything that requires you to ride or die for it, anything that requires you to stick to it, you ain't built like that. That's what this person's saying. You're not built like that. 7 of Wands. You release it. Release it. I wish that I could call. I wish I had a phone to call you up. So to them, in reading your energy, you don't want it. If they were reading your energy, they would say they feel like you don't want it. You don't want me. You don't want me. Why you want me? Why you want me, Taurus? You want somebody that's going to kiss your ass, Taurus. You want somebody that's going to tell you, that's going to force you to do stuff. But when Taurus wants something, Taurus goes after it. This person is clocking your T, Taurus. They're saying anytime a Taurus, a bull, wants something, you don't have to tell Taurus to go after it. Taurus is going to do it. Taurus is going to defend it. Taurus is going to ride for it. And because they don't have that energy out of you, they know that they don't have you. They know that you're fleeting. Okay? And so right now in this energetic frequency, they're saying that you want someone that's going to be a tyrant. You want someone that is going to get you out of your stubborn ways, and that's going to literally force you to want something. And you may or may not give them the time or day. They're like, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. What's their intentions towards Taurus? What is this person's intentions towards Taurus? This person wants to see you switch up your routine. Switch up your routine. That's what I'm hearing. Switch up your routine. Their intentions towards you is, let's say you have a very strict schedule. You don't compromise the schedule for anyone. Until you start compromising your schedule to make time for this person, they will perceive it as you're not interested. That's just what I'm saying. Your routines, your schedule, your commitments. This person is convinced that you are willing to make time for the things that you want to make time for. And if you are not doing that, then they're nothing more than another person on your roster, another option in your call log. And they like, yeah, no, I ain't doing it. The moon, I'm good. Let me just emotionally detach right now. So their intentions is, I do feel like this person desires you. I do feel like this person they think you guys could really work something out. I think this person views you as someone with all the ingredients, but they can't make up for what anyone else has done to you. And they feel like they would never compromise themselves to be in that situation where they're getting your nasty ass attitude for something that John Jake or Jim Armour Smiths or something did to you last summer. So, with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, this is saying they intend to do this for you. So let's say, for example, this person normally, wait a minute, does this person want to do, they want you to know that they're going to switch up their routine for you first. I'm going to give you a little olive branch. I'm going to give you a biscuit, okay? I'm going to switch up my routine. I'm going to make time for shit that I say I don't want to make time for. And those will be the opportunities where we can meet on the same playing field. Action for action. It's at a steady pace. It may not be the one you want, but it's the one I'm comfortable with. And if you make time out of your busy life to show up as well, they're going to keep meeting you halfway consistently. They're going to take on more responsibility. They're going to be more available. They're going to lighten the load. They're going to show up for you little bit by little bit. They're saying they have to take it with you. They can't give you too much. Okay. This feels like How to Train Your Dragon. Now, when this person comes to bring you the food, until this person starts to see you, like if at first this person is saying before they would bring it to you and then you would turn away. I don't want that. Okay, granted, but you're not going to keep rejecting me over and over and over again and making me feel like I'm a fucking simp or I'm chasing you or whatever. So what they're going to do is it's going to be a build-up. Now, with How to Train Your Dragon, when this person bring the food to you, you could take the whole offering and eat it for yourself. That's your right? You could do that. But until you eat some of it and then spit some back out and give it to this person and then want to see them eat too, because you want to see them eat too, and you want to see them succeed too, and you want to see them do great too, they're going to take it as you're not really interested. Now, I'm not saying chew the food up and really spit it out, but what I'm saying to you is, if you understand a Taurus, the day you bring something to Taurus and Taurus gives you half of it, because Taurus be speaking actions too. When a Taurus gives you half of whatever they have, or they consider your needs while they are consuming for themselves, they like you. Okay? They like you. And vice versa. So their actions is, like I told you, they're going to do it too. And to make it easier, they're going to make time when they didn't have time. And so if you make time, that's y'all meeting each other halfway. And then they're going to build it up. And now I'm going to give to you a little bit in another area. And if you give to me while you're receiving. So what is happening here is two people that understands a world, that we live in a world that is about taking or give and take. When you are operating out of pain, you take. Or you're on the extreme of, I won't receive from nobody because I don't want to participate in the give and take. So you won't ask for nothing. You won't let yourself receive nothing because you don't want someone else to feel like they own you or control you. Those are the two extremes. Extremely take or extremely give up everything. Want for nothing, okay? To meet in the middle, a person that both of y'all respond to trauma differently. This person responds to trauma by saying, fuck everybody. I'm going to take from everybody. Nobody's safe. Another person responds to trauma. I'm not going to accept nothing from nobody because everybody plays in my face. So if you have a hard time receiving, you know you ain't built to be a taker, because if you was built to be a taker, it wouldn't be so hard for you to pimp these people. It wouldn't be so hard for you to use people, but you can't, because you can't bring yourself to it. So you ain't built like that. So we already know that ain't going to work for you. So if you know you are an extreme giver that just doesn't allow yourself to go even in the exchange of things, then you are the type of personality type of Taurus that as a person gives to you in time, energy, resources, whatever it is, when you are no longer in a resentful state of being, you naturally give back. When you're in a resentful state of being where you're hurt still, you won't want to receive. You'll say, no, thank you. I'm okay. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Because you don't want to expect, because you know you yourself will want to give. So to avoid it, you just don't give. And so the taker, the other extreme, is going to say, I typically take from a lot of people. I do that well. And if they don't know how to take too, then they just gonna get their feelings hurt. But instead of doing that with you, because they like you, they are going to give. Be generous. They're going to be generous. They're going to be give. They're going to give, and they're going to be generous. They're going to offer you things. Taurus, you're hungry? Now they bring you a plate of food, or they cook the food, whatever they do, and you don't consider them. That will tell them everything that they need to know. That you're not ready for this. Okay? That's what it is. We ain't there yet. So that's their intentions are. And it is a sacrifice. Both of y'all will sacrifice. The Knight of Pentacles is saying both of y'all are sacrificing time, energy, resources, attention on things that you can hyper attune to for yourself to share them with someone else. So their intentions is to pretty much take the lead in that. If you need someone to take the lead, they're going to take the lead in that area. Okay. All right, what's their next actions towards you? Is that you or them? It's you. Okay. So apparently this person wants you to, they want to make sure you've blocked out other people you used to talk to before them. You may call it petty, you may call it immature, but this person's next actions wants to make sure that they know what's going to disappoint them. So put your negotiations on the table, because like I said, this person is going to pretty much, they want to know, their next actions towards you is wanting to know that anyone before them has been, like, it's completely over, it's blocked, y'all not trying to reconcile, or y'all not trying to be together, with the that you're no longer waiting for anyone from your past to come back. Okay, if you were talking to people while y'all were in separation, they want to make sure that you're done entertaining those connections. They're blocked. Change your motherfucking number. Okay, that's what they want to make. They want to make sure their next actions towards you is to make sure you have blocked every last single person that could be resuscitated, revived, or brought back from the dead. uh, okay, what's the outcome? So the outcome from all of these intentions and actions being put to play, and working on the challenges or the situations, and opening up, putting your guards down, just opening up just a tad bit, it's going to take time. The hangman energy. It's going to take time, little bit by little bit. This is not a snap decision. Again, this person is being very honest with you about something to do at work. I feel like what has delayed or what has prevented this person from even coming in right now is something to do at work. An obligation at work that's unfinished or unresolved right now. And they don't want to go out without some type of justice. So if they have to sue somebody, they want to sue somebody. If they have to allow this job to, derail them or do whatever they're going to do first, so they can pretty much report them to a department or a district. I think this person wants you to know, like, money is on the line. Okay, and a lot of it. The Ten of Pentacles, not just a little bit. Money is on the line. And you wouldn't want this person to leave that unresolved, and then them sitting around wondering if they did everything they could do. So it's all being worked out. All things are working for your good. It's intentional, never failing. So there's something being worked out. Some of y'all, I wasn't picking up on a lot of marriage cases, but it could be. But I definitely it was definitely work related. All right, I don't think we need to do a them versus you, because I kind of mixed the them versus you in the your person segment. But this has been a lot of fun, you guys. So thank God for allowing me to channel messages for y'all, and y'all have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see y'all next week, right? Oh, that's so sweet, Sasha. I guess anything worth having is worth waiting for. You are absolutely right. It's worth working towards. I think that would be a better spell to cast. Any card pulls for Mookie? Hell no. She over there licking her coochie right now. She good. She got the best spot in the house. She don't pay no bills. She just eat, drink water. lick her coochie, and chase Jupiter around the house. The girl is fast. She hot, she fast, and she bougie. She drinks from a water bottle. She don't like sharing utensils. So her bowl, she don't like if Jupiter eat out her bowl. What else? She likes freedom. So she like to go outside a lot. Okay. And Jupiter just overstimulated. He's overstimulated. He feel like everything make him anxious. If he could just stay up under the blanket all day, he would. He only come out for 3 reasons: to eat, shit, and repeat. He don't even like take a shower. Y'all have a wonderful weekend too. Did you see my post earlier? A comment, or was it like a hype? I just figured out that if you hype a video, you can now see in the back office like who hyped it up, and then you can like comment on their community tab. I thought that was so dope. So I did respond to some people for that, but outside of that, I don't really know. I know, right? What a life. All right, love y'all. Talk to you next week. Have a good weekend.